From Wadhurst, facing the Shrine of Remembrance, turn left and walk down Domain Road. At the end of the street, turn left and walk down the footpath next to St Kilda Road. Keep walking until you see the traffic light next to the Royce Hotel. Cross the road to the Toorak Road tram stop and walk towards the far side of the tram stop and get on any tram apart from the 58. Take the tram to stop number 14, the Art Precinct, which is 4 stops away. Then turn left and cross the road and walk to the NGV, which has many water fountains at the entrance.
The National Gallery of Victoria is the oldest, largest and most visited gallery in Australia. This was founded in 1861. There have been more than 70,000 artworks in its time. This grand building was designed by Sir Roy Grounds in 1868. This amazing art gallery has lots of variety and wonderful exhibitions. Some art brings our Australian history and culture, like Aboriginal art and interesting Australian art.
Then, from stop 14, which is the station where you left, catch any tram towards the city. Get off at the Federation Square, stop number 13, then cross the road to Flinders Street Station. The construction of Flinders Street Station started at 1905 and finished in 1909. The first railway station to occupy the Flinders Street site was called Melbourne Terminus. Flinders Street Station is 113 years old. Since 1854, Flinders Street has been the heart and soul of Melbourne. By 1926, Flinders Street Station became one of the busiest passenger stations in the world, surpassing Gare Saint-Lazare in Paris, Grand Central Station in New York, and Liverpool Street Station in London. In 1912, there was once over 200,000 passengers passed through the station in one day. At 708 metres, Platform 1 is one of the largest train platforms in Australia and is reported the 4th longest in the world, stretching 2 city blocks from Watson Street to Queen Street. Then, facing the cathedral, go to the tram stop on the left. Catch the number 70 tram towards the MCG and get off at stop 7C and walk left towards the stadium called the MCG.
MCG. The MCG stands for Melbourne Cricket Ground. The MCG is not only Australia's largest sporting facility, but is also the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere. The MCG has hosted many different events including concerts, cricket, AFL, rugby and others. The main sports played at the MCG are AFL and cricket. In the 1970s, the stadium was often overcrowded, with 120,000 people squeezing in at times, but then the number exceeded 130,000 at one point. The stadium was so crammed during the 1970 VFL Grand Final with a crowd of 121,696. Today, due to updated occupational and health and safety legislation, the maximum capacity is 100,024.
From the MCG, catch the 70 trams at the 7C stop until the Flinders Street stop. From there, walk right down Russell Street to Chinatown.
Chinatown. Melbourne's Chinatown has a long and notable history. It was established during the Victorian Gold Rush in 1851, when China's people came to Australia during the gold rush in search of gold. In late 1854, the Chinese houses were created in Little Bourke Street and Celestial Avenue, near Little Bourke Street. It is notable for being the oldest Chinatown in Australia.
Walk down Little Bourke Street to the Little Bourke Street Mall tram stop number 5. Catch the tram until stop number 7. Then walk left down Franklin Street, then right down Elizabeth Street to the Queen Victoria Market. Victoria Market is a hub of fresh products and activity. If you want food, then that's the place to go. The site that Vic Market stands on used to be a cemetery, the first official cemetery in Melbourne too. The Queen Victoria Market is the biggest open-air market in the Southern Hemisphere. The Queen Victoria Market was opened on the 20th of March, 1878.
From Queen Vic Market, walk back to the RMIT's tram stop. Catch the number 16 tram for 9 stop, back to stop 22 to Rack Road tram stop. Then walk past the Royce Hotel back to Wadhurst.